Hello, and welcome Dweebs and Lady Dweebs to the Retro Handhelds podcast. This is a podcast that we do from time to time. Well, they do. I sometimes am here, but today Stubbs needs a break. Stubbs needs a break. So Stubbs calls me up and he says, "Dweeb, I need a day off. This podcast is just draining me of my sexual energy." And I need a week off to recharge, if you know what I mean. Would you be willing to host the show this week? And I says to Stubbs, heck yeah, buddy, I could do that on one condition. If it goes well, then I get to maybe just take the show from you and kind of just stay on permanently. And so he says, oh yeah, that sounds good. And that's how it went. Isn't that right, Stubbs? I'll answer for you. Yes. Welcome, one and all, to the start of a new era of the Retro Handhelds podcast. Or should I say, the DweebCast. That's the new name of the show, by the way. The DweebCast. I made a sign and everything. And I meant to make just a minute, Stubbs. I meant to make a jingle, but I forgot. So I guess we can make one up on the spot. It's the DweebCast. Come and see your friends. Let's talk about retro doodads until the end. But what if we forget to end it? Oh, that would not be good, because then we'll just keep on talking longer than we should. That's probably good enough right there. We could just call it. That's the song. This show is, it'll be, pretty much the same as usual, except for, I'll be the host. And also this episode today is actually kind of a special episode. We got a little something special planned for today. Isn't that right, Rob? I'll answer for you. Yes. But before we get to that, we have a special guest with us today. I would like to welcome Andrew to the show. Andrew, welcome.
Hello.
Yeah, this is
the djembe roll.
Yeah, you probably, I think you've been on the show before, but this is our first time meeting, so we got to get to know each other a little bit here.
Oh yeah, he's all hyped for this. Yeah.
Yeah. So Andrew, why don't you start off by telling us what is it you do around retro handhelds anyway?
Nothing.
All right. Yeah, that's
also
fair.
known as whatever Stubbs tells me to do, and what Zoo tells me to do, and what Rob tells me to do, which is usually nothing but spend money.
All right. Well, this is my first time running a podcast. So do you have any tips for me as a host? For the DweebCast?
Be you. Be all natural.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I've ever not done that, but I could lean into that a little bit, I guess.
TechDweeb, do you like my little noises?
Yeah, that's that would be good for like your new ASMR channel.
Thanks.
Maybe you can move on to that once you relinquish control of retro handhelds to me. You could maybe take on some of those kind of side tangent hobbies,
I showed you my keyboard, so
yeah, that was really good. Good music that you made there.
Yeah, you too. Good song that you did.
Rob, tell me.
Hi.
So in podcast, it always feels to me like the host has they're always just dumping out random questions, whenever somebody hasn't spoken. So Rob, what is the secret to a successful marriage?
Letting your partner do what they want.
Everything they want, eh? Actually,
we let Stubbs get away with quite a bit on this show.
Hey now. Hey, my voice is back. I thought I was like the Little Mermaid. Okay. TechDweeb, also, man, thanks for hosting the show. It is nice to just have a night off and just chill down in Forth down here. Real nice. Love it. Tips to running the show. Just watch out for Rob. He's a tricky one. That guy. He'll get you, and he'll get you to giggle at the moment you least expect. And Andrew is really the snake in the grass you got to watch out for, because he'll come up with these zingers that are kind of subtle, and then when they hit you,
Or
I
hums
about
off
fall
camera.
over. And I have to go get the
Wasn't
djembe
me.
usually, and I'm just like, Andrew, why?
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Well, we haven't talked about the permanent cast and the new rules of the show, the new world order or whatever. But like, we'll figure it out.
yeah, it's all
There's,
yours.
Yeah, it's a new a bright new day for us here on the DweebCast.
You're gonna need a sticker.
I feel
To
bad
put-
for Ben.
I have
need to
stickers.
look for work.
I don't have them on hand. That's one thing I gotta get better at. Is I gotta have my merch on hand to be like, this show is brought to you by the TechDweeb mouse pad or whatever, and then I would actually have the mouse pad. I do have mouse pads on my store, by the way. No, not
I have an
my
Ioneal
store.
one if that
We got to
counts.
pull up TechDweeb store. All affiliate links tonight will be TechDweebs. Also, when someone then when there's money showing in the comments, you say thanks for the super chat, green protagonist,
Oh, okay.
and then you read the comment.
All right. Yeah, that's I could handle that. All right. Green protagonist donated some money to he threw money at strangers on the internet. Thank you for that, green protagonist. And please, everybody else, follow his lead and do the same, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So this is. Oh yeah. There you go. Look at that.
Here we go.
Okay, so this the desk mat especially. I haven't actually like shown it specifically on my channel, but the desk mat is actually freaking sweet. It is a really nice desk mat. I want to get a second one to actually use as a desk mat because it's so nice. I don't want to ruin the my only one because I use it for filming too. But it's like the scene, like on your retro handhelds, if you have
Yeah.
if you've got the TechDweeb theme going on your retro handhelds,
On
you
your
can match the
Ace?
desk mat. Yeah, it's my Pocket Ace.
ooh, yeah, man, the desk mat.
It's a
Yeah.
good one.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
need that. So, are we part of your show now? Basically, like we're integrating the brands. We're kind of mashing. I'm cool with orange. Hey, I love orange. I'm gonna show you guys a book later that's orange.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, me
Yeah.
too. Cool.
Yeah. Oh, I would like to thank Digital Jedi for the it's called Super Chat, right?
Super chat.
Okay. Yeah, the Digital Jedi. Thank you for the super chat. DweebCast for the win. Digital Jedi fully supports me taking over the podcast forever. So yeah.
Every
You gotta-
super chat makes me drink a sip of this root beer that is actual beer.
Yeah. You got vote with your dollar.
It's Friday.
Yeah.
Can
Isn't
I bring?
isn't that illegal or something?
During Prohibition era, yeah, but we're actually in a different century right now. I think.
Oh, okay.
So we're
Yeah.
We're good.
I think our
I'm bringing
I think
back
we have,
that
I think we have
sexual
different
energy.
laws. We
So
have different laws here in Canada, so
you guys have double tax, which is upsetting for me.
do we?
At least in BC, but I'm not sure what do you call
did
it?
for-
The
Yeah,
Provence.
Yeah, we used to. I don't know how it is in every province, but we used to have PST and GST, the
PS
government
PS3?
government sales tax, and the provincial sales tax. But now we just have one thing called HST. It's called a harmonized sale tax where they put the GST and the PST in one. But we're gonna be bringing a new one, which is called DST, which is the Dweeb
Dweeb
sales
standard
tax.
time.
Yeah.
Oh, Dweeb
So,
sales tax. Right.
Yeah, and for anything, any kind of retro handhelds or retro game adjacent tech, you're gonna have to pay that. But all the money that we collect for that is gonna go directly back into the economy because I'm gonna use it to buy retro handhelds to play with.
Do you need any more though? Don't you think you might have enough now?
Enough. Listen to this guy. Enough
Hey, I
retro
mean-
handhelds. Come on.
Hey, I get it. Yeah, you got to have a bunch of these little things.
Yeah.
What are we doing tonight? What's the haps? I don't know what's going on.
Oh yeah. We have a
I
thing.
stumbled in here and I realized we were live.
Yeah. I'm kind of out of sorts myself. It's yeah. I should have been more prepared. I was I was supposed to be here earlier, but I was at the bulk food store earlier. You know, where everything they got everything in the big.
Yeah, you have
bins.
every Sam's Club and all those different. What do you have up there in Canada? You have
We call it the bulk barn.
the bulk barn.
Yeah, I know. It's such a dumb name. We're
It's like
so
Furniture
stupid.
Barn, but for Canada.
It's not
Yeah.
dumb. It's just I wasn't expecting it. That's all.
Yeah, we're just dumb.
But it's a
up
real
here.
thing.
Oh yeah, no, that's our thing. So I was at the bulk barn, and then I realized I was filling up a bag, and because they got the bins, and you scoop it yourself, and I was filling up the bag, and I realized that I had no idea how much I was supposed to be taking, because when you're filling it yourself, you're not really like. You're like, is this a lot? Is this not a lot? I don't know. So I freaking filled the bag, and it was so heavy I could barely lift it. And it was full of trail mix, by the way, the kind with the cashews.
Oh, I like those cashews though.
Yeah,
Too.
but everyone else around me looked so confident. They were doing their thing. They seemed to know exactly what they were doing. So I just acted like I did, and then I went over to their what do you call it? The scale, and I lifted my bag. I had to use two hands because I filled it so much, and my arms are so weak. But I
Ooh,
lifted it.
jalapeno.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw all that stuff today. Yeah, you should be pretty jealous of the bag of stuff I had. Anyways,
I'm real
so,
jealous.
yeah. So I waited on the scale just to make it kind of look like I knew what I was doing. But then when nobody was looking, because I realized how much I actually had. I had like $50 worth of trail mix in that bag, and I didn't even have that much money. So when nobody was looking, I just hid the bag of trail mix on some random shelf, and I walked out without making any eye contact with anyone.
Oh, that's the best. No human interaction. It's like you can do that on the internet. In person, that's all these other senses and things that have to happen. Ugh.
Yeah, I find it's all about confidence and how you carry yourself, and that's sort of just a lesson for life, really.
Agreed. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that you're the host of this show now. This makes way more sense.
Yeah,
I can just
yeah,
kind of
that's
pop in with little and little sounds and stuff.
okay.
No, that's
not
Andrew's job.
necessary, but
Oh, yeah.
okay.
No, Ban is the one who
We
makes
don't actually
sounds.
have a job for you.
TechDweeb, did you see the episode where Ban was humming?
No, that was
We tried-
Andrew.
It wasn't me.
Wasn't it Ban though? Anyways,
was Ban.
Ban hums.
It
makes
started
sounds.
off as Ban and it ended as Andrew. It's like they almost one of them finished for each other. It was kind of amazing.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's not a sentence you need to
It's,
say.
we're getting the host off track.
I'm
Gentlemen.
taking Andrew's side in this, but anyways, so today we're doing a show and tell, and we figured we would have a bunch of categories of various things that we're going to show and tell you about, and I hope we show. I've got stuff to show. Does everyone have stuff to show? Rob, do you have stuff to actually show?
I do.
All right.
Lots
All
of
right,
stuff.
Andrew, do you have stuff to show?
Some, but yes.
All right, and Stubbs, do you have showables? Oh, you got showables. I know you do. You can't.
I'm just
you can't help
booping the
yourself.
I'm booping the people in chat.
Oh, that's cool. I wish I could do that. I can't do that. Why does Stubbs get to boop it and I don't? Oh, there we go. I can get the top of it.
Well, it's my show, so Rob, I can make that happen, but I'll have to figure out how it works before I do that. Anyways, so I thought it would be fun to select which show and tell we show first by doing a little game. I got my list of all the show and tells labeled 1 through 12, even though there's 13. Well, I have a D12, and we're gonna roll this to see which one comes up first, and then.
Fair.
After we do that, we're gonna roll to see who presents first for each of these ones. It's kind of like a game show kind of thing, but like a kindergartner game show where we just show and tell stuff.
That's awesome. Okay, I like this.
All right. So let's begin.
Okay.
Drum roll, please. No, don't get your drum. Don't you do it.
But we have the sound effect at least. Hey.
All right. Lucky number 5. Okay. This one we're going to talk about what is a modern game that you're playing right now? That's the show and tell. And,
What order are we going in?
Yeah, we got to figure that out too. Eh? Number 2, Stubbs. Ooh.
Let's keep it simple tonight. I like Mega Man 11. That's always the first game I play on most x86 handhelds. Mega Man 11, awesome modern take on Mega Man. It's really tough. I still haven't beaten it, but I just keep coming back to it. It's just a great formula.
And that's one that you're actually playing now, or is that one you just like?
That's one I play when I first try out a new x86 handheld. So yeah, I was playing it today because I got Rob's Claw 135H in, which is very exciting for me. Very, very good. There it is.
With some other goodies.
I benchmark and test to see, like, okay, how's it handle Mega Man 11? This game surprisingly, can be tough to run sometimes. So it's a nice starting point. And
those indie games can sneak up on you with their performance and stuff.
They can. Rob also sent me a strange unmarked 500 gigabyte hard drive,
which was banned. That is banned. I'm actually offloading that to you because I don't know what's on the hard drive.
What's on the hard drive?
He won't tell me.
To plug
he said
it in.
He mentioned something about files. I said I'm not keeping this. I'm sending it off to you.
I got to triple my firewall. They also gave me a 3D printed dinosaur that was like real tall. I'll get it later.
It's the Google T-Rex.
Yeah. Right. I like it.
But tell them what you really got today, the real joy that entered your life today. I don't even know how Andrew and I managed to do this at the same time, too. It was amazing.
That was pure luck.
You gave me 2 copies of the Anbernic Heartbeat Fitbit controller, which was unfortunate. And thank you, I think. And then Andrew also sent me his G01 Heartbeat Fitbit controller. So I have 2 white ones, 3 yellows, 1 and 2 golds. And Ban, I think, sent me them. People keep sending me this controller that I won't use. So I'm just going to give it away to other people.
You must love that controller.
No.
He does.
It's upsetting.
Don't let him fool you.
Yeah, I already have a Fitbit.
It's a spoiler for one of the show and tells.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, so is Mega Man the kind of game where you get farther and farther each time you play it, or is it like the old school Mega Man where you just start at the beginning every time?
Oh, you can save and pick up where you left off. I start fresh every time.
Yeah.
No progress.
I assume you guys are like me, where you have like your games you play only when you're making videos, and every time you make a video featuring that game, you'll get like 10 minutes further or whatever, and you're slowly making your way through it as it shows up in videos.
Yeah, I should start switching to that method. I like that method, actual progress.
Yeah,
no.
But then your benchmarks are all wrong because it's different parts of the game.
I was going to say that.
Yeah,
they're being crazy enough to have to reload the same state because you need it to be consistent across everything you do.
If you want the answer of what game I'm actually trying to work through story wise, that's Dispatch. Dispatch is awesome, and there's so many story arcs and twists and turns. So,
all right. Do you sit back on the couch with that one, or are you playing on a handheld?
Oh, that's my couch sitting one. Yeah, I'll play it on any of my x86. Steam Deck usually. Yeah, Steam Deck feels right. It's not a super graphical intensive game.
All right. Yeah. I've heard so many good things about that. I'm just not really a superhero guy, so I find it hard to want to play it. I know it's not just a superhero game, obviously.
You're a superhero.
Yeah, that's why I like to keep my real life separate from my gaming. It's like if I want to see superheroes, I'll just go hang out with my friends. That we can save people's lives and stuff all day, every day. So
we saved a Canadian's life once. Twice. Rob, who's next again?
Okay, next.
You got to roll for it.
Hang on. Yeah, we got number 3. Who's that? That is Rob. You read my mind. All right, Rob, what modern game are you playing these days?
So I'm playing Pokemon Pokopia, which I've been talking about for the past few weeks since it came out. And yeah, this has just been a lot of fun. I actually went out and bought a whole Switch 2 for my daughter as well, so she can play it. And it's all I've been playing, really. I beat Resident Evil 9 not too long ago, and this is it,
All right, I don't know a lot about it. I've seen the trailers and I've seen people talk about it, but I don't really know the vibe. Can you like explain like I'm five? What is Pokopia?
Okay, so have you ever played Dragon Quest Builders? Because that's kind of like the starting off point for this
No.
whole game.
No, I
Okay,
have
so
not. But that one is another one I'm aware of. Tangential.
yeah, so it basically is based on that whole concept of how that works, but it's very much an opposite of the Pokemon formula. I mean, you are building this whole world essentially for your Pokemon to move in and live in, and basically all the humans are gone, and you're trying to restore the way things were when humans were around. So it's just there's so much to do. You know, people say it's like Animal Crossing. It's definitely got that cozy game kind of vibe, but I would say, you know, it's not as much like Animal Crossing for me. It's kind of its own thing, and that's why I think like Dragon Quest Builder is one that comes up a lot. If you've played it before, you know that's kind of what it's mostly like. But I mean, the things that you can do in this game, I mean, there's endless possibilities. I've seen people do all sorts of crazy things in here, so I've only just scratched the surface of what you can do.
It's got definite Minecraft vibes, but I'm sure it makes more
Yeah,
sense.
a lot
if
of
you know
lot
what-
of building that you can do. I mean, you can like do terraforming. I mean, just you can let your creativity flow with this, basically.
I love the art style. Oh man,
Mm-hmm.
that main character girl in the trailer here, she is freaking adorable. With their
Yeah,
little
so
squishy
it's
face.
actually
they look like
Ditto.
they look like they're made of Play-Doh.
Yeah, so it's basically Ditto, and Ditto's tasked to help restore this world to Pokemon, basically.
Ditto is that the one that mimics other Pokemons?
That's why
think
why they got the adorable face.
I think I have a little Ditto.
I love Rob's dittos.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Okay. Very good. Pokemon Pokopia on the Switch 2. Oop. Number 2. That's Stubbs again. And Stubbs again. This is it. Oh, number 4. Andrew, you're up next.
Nice.
What have you been playing lately, Andrew?
See, that's not necessary. Stubbs. When I'm not playing Call of Duty, I am playing Slay the Spire 2.
All right.
I put a lot of hours into Call of Duty, but when the first Slay the Spire came out, it wasn't like really my cup of tea. Roguelikes didn't used to be, but this one got me into it big time, and I've been super excited for Slay the Spire 2. I forgot it was coming out, and then I saw it on Twitter, and I bought it immediately.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm very tempted, but I try to steer clear of early access games because I burned myself too many times where I get in on the early access one and I play it, and that's the only time I play it is like when the hype is just starting in the early access, and then later when the game's like done, I don't play it because I've already played it and I'm like done with it, you know.
I understand that. This is one of those ones where you could still, I feel like you could still, because you have like six different characters to choose from, and there's like different paths to take each time, and there's enough variety, I think.
Yeah.
Where
I mean, there are people who are before this came out, people still playing the heck out of Slay the Spire 1, even though it has been around for how many years, right?
Put too many hours into that game.
Yeah, it's one of those like forever games. They'll just always be people playing it, I think.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I didn't even pay attention to that. I didn't realize it was early access. I just saw that it was available, and I was like, okay, yes, please.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I actually brought a demonstration of the game I'm playing. Let me get it started up here.
Oh,
Hang on.
Creature Kitchen?
Yeah, Creature Kitchen.
Oh, I just saw that today.
Is that Game Native you're playing with?
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
playing
nice.
The Neo Pocket Ace.
Oh, yeah.
This is my main little Steam device. Oh, hang on.
Really?
App session
That little-
suspended. Please
that
restart.
little guy.
I just did restart. Game Native is a little weird still. It's hard to say, oh yeah, just install Game Native, you'll have a great time, because it's lots of weirdness.
It's per game. You know, some games are good. Some games need a little tinkering, a little bit of doodaddy, and
Yeah.
you know, and Dad does. So
All right. This should work. No, it doesn't. Oh, my goodness. All right, maybe I can't. Oh, wait. No, I got to back up. Hang on.
$7 for that cozy
Do you have it open on or Steam open on another computer?
root beer,
I do.
the beanie.
Oh, hang on. Let me
I know
turn
that
off the
sometimes
sound.
that'll mess with it.
Dweeb,
I
when
can see
we
that.
saw you at CES, you were rocking one of your shirts,
Oh
which was
my
cool.
Yeah.
Are these who was so we've been talking about your bodyguard on the right there and the blues kind of looking at us funny. Does that who is that your dad or who is that guy? We've been wondering.
Oh no, I just met him on the plane. He said he was going to CES, but then when we got to the door, he didn't have like any identification or anything, and people were like, "Who are you?" And I was like, "No, he's with me." And then when we got inside, I was like, "Wait, are you actually supposed to be here?" And he said he was, but it got kind of weird after that. And then I lost track of him, and then yeah, I don't really know what happened to him. It was very strange.
Yeah, because he later ran into us at the barcade and he beat one of us up. I won't say who, but it was a big problem. So I'm glad that
okay.
he's not your dad because I didn't want to say anything and be rude.
Yeah, I don't take any responsibility for what he did, even though it's kind of my fault that he was there in the first place, whoever he
Okay.
was.
Well, he didn't beat them, like he didn't hurt anyone. He just took the floor pizza and started slapping the floor pizza across people's
no.
faces, and it was it was awkward. And he got ran out into the street, and we chased him off with the joysticks. Yep. So
Okay.
Ooh, Steam Deck.
All's well that ends well.
I have that same Steam Deck, sir.
It's so good. It's one of my favorite things in the world. Anyways, Creature Kitchen is this is like, oh man, it's a hard one to describe. It feels like one of those like psychological horror games, but it's not. It's no jump scares, no creepiness, no no blood or anything like that. It's just a little weird and unsettling. It almost feels like one of those like a haunted PS1 game kind of thing. Like a PS1 game that you find on an old demo disc and no one knows where it came from, and it's weird.
Clock Tower or something.
Yeah, so the idea with this one is you're in this little cabin, and you're meeting. It's a very peaceful game. I love it. I love hanging out in this little cabin world, and the idea is you're meeting little creatures, and you're trying to befriend them. And so there will be like a happy little raccoon and a hang on, let me ring these little bells here, and there should be a bird that flies down. Where's the bird? There he is. Hello, Mr. Bird. Yeah, so there's little woodland critters, and your job is to cook their favorite food. And so there are recipes. You can go here and you can find out what they eat. You find out what they eat from the animal book over here. So if you find out like this guy here, this little creature lurking under the deck, he wants 2 sandwiches, and you're like, oh, okay, I need to make 2 sandwiches to befriend that guy, whoever he is. And you figure out how to make sandwiches, and it's a very analog game, like when you're cooking the eggs. You're actually like flipping the pan around and trying not to drop them on the floor. And you got to follow the recipes. You have a recipe book and it teaches you how to cook.
Ooh.
And then as you
You cook a raccoon or just like regular food? Okay.
No, you
all
got
right.
regular foods, sandwiches and
yeah, sure.
yeah.
Mm.
And then as you befriend the animals, they bring you like keys, and you can use those keys. Hang on, you can use those keys to like get into these locked doors of the cottage.
Love the graphics.
And you're slowly.
Yeah, I was going to say the graphics are great.
It feels like a PS1 game, but like an artsy one. And like here's a weird thing. This is the pantry, right? So I could walk here, and as I'm walking along, it kind of goes on forever. And then at one point, a bunch of the stuff will just fly off the shelf, and you're like, and you turn around and you realize, like, even though I've been walking forever, the door is just right there. So it's kind of like, kind of creepy and weird, almost like a surreal dream kind of thing. And your goal is to befriend all the animals. It's almost like a creature collecting game, like Pokemon or whatever, except in this cottage in the woods. And I love this little cottage. I'll just hang out here.
I was going to say it has some similar aspects to Pokopia.
I like
Yeah.
I like the style. I kind of need this immediately. Do we have this in the family library, guys?
No.
Do we have this one yet?
Not yet, but we will
Okay.
shortly.
Oh,
It's so good. It's one of my favorite games right now. And
Green-
my mom, I get her to play games sometimes. I'll shove a Steam Deck in her hands and I'll be like, "Here, try this game." And every now and then one clicks. And
Love that.
she played through the entire game in like one afternoon. She gets obsessed and she just doesn't stop playing. So
my mom does that with Doom when I was a kid. She did that on the SNES version of Doom too. Like
Nice. Did she have
was
the red
awesome.
cartridge?
Yeah, it was the red cartridge,
Heck
and
yeah.
like she was like, no
Man, your
violent.
mom's cool.
She was so cool. I mean, she is so cool, but she doesn't play Doom as much anymore. She's more Pac-Man these
all
days.
right, get her some like mod packs and Doom wads and stuff. You could give her a whole new Doom experience that she's never had before.
I gotta show her
May-
some great
maybe,
wads.
Show her Chex Quest.
Ooh, I think she
No,
liked Chex.
don't do
No, she got me Chex Quest once because she brought the Chex cereal home, and then I
And
got
she
it
kept
out of
the
the
Chex
box.
Quest for herself.
Ah,
I
we
was-
had an e-machines that she played
Oh.
games on.
I was making spoiler alert. My next video is playing the worst retro game on every retro system, and Chex Quest came up as a potential option for my DOS game.
Oh, it's not
I think
that
we
bad.
had I think we had some super chats too.
Oh, okay, of course. Rad Ford. I love these names. I love reading all these fun names popping up in my face. Gave us a super chat. It says, "Dweeb, be nicer to." He said something. I don't know what it is.
Pocket test guy.
No, we don't need to. Moving on. We don't need to worry about that guy.
Also, Green Protagonist wants to know if Andrew's played Returnal.
I replied, no, I have not, but I picked it up after talking to Kay. It's got built-in
Nice.
benchmarks.
And there was one other one too, Vegan Pop Tart. That's right. Thanking Jedi for the super chat.
All right.
Sorry, back to you,
Nice.
Dweeb.
Incredible.
Well, I could go.
Incredible.
I could go for a vegan Pop Tart. I can't eat dairy, so a vegan
Same.
Pop Tart. Oh heck yeah, I'll get behind that.
Same.
All right,
Yeah.
Let's do a new question.
Okay.
All right, a whole new question, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, by the way, we
I
might
got to
not.
drink 3 times now.
Yeah, we might not get through all the questions, but we'll do as many as we can. Question number 9.
You guys are going to make me a little silly here. What is it? 9?
9. Question number 9. A book.
7 of 9.
No, a book. The question, the thing is a book. We're going to be showing off a book. That's the only requirement. Is it has to be a book.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Who's it going to be first? It is going to be Dweeb. I am first again, or not again. I get to go. I get to go again
Now you're going
for the first time.
first.
All right. Okay. So there's this company called Bitmap Books right there.
Oh, yeah.
And I have a friend, a lovely guy, my friend Mark, and he for Christmas bought me one of the Bitmap books, and then the next Christmas he bought me another one of them, and the one after that he bought me 2 of them. So I have 4 of them now, and these books are freaking incredible. This is the one I brought to show you today, which is the Unofficial Game Boy Advance Pixel book. So the Game Boy Advance is my favorite retro system, as you know, and the pixel art is one of the reasons that I love the Game Boy Advance. And this is a book celebrating all the best GBA pixel art that there is. The other Bitmap books I have, hang on, my studio light's in the way. I have one called Run and Gun, which is run and gun games. I have one called Go Straight, which is about beat them up games. I have one that is the NES and Famicom Visual Compendium. So it's all the NES and Famicom stuff. And oh gosh, the other one is hidden behind. I'll grab it in a sec. Anyway, I'm
Okay,
showing this
fair.
one. This is a GBA pixel book, and they're like coffee table books. These are some of my favorite kinds of books. And they have these big spreads and really nice, big, beautiful printed samples of everything. And they'll have like So this one here is for what is this? This is just Wario.
Looks like
Land,
Wario
right?
Land.
Can
Yeah.
producer BMO on your side control the camera and zoom in? And can I see those big old chunky pixels?
Wow. Just
Oh.
like that.
That's a good one to zoom in on too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a couple of their books. They're really high quality.
Yeah, so it really reminds me of like the old Nintendo Powers and stuff, you know, when they would just make these big spreads full of screenshots and words about the games that you're learning about. Look at this one. Oh yeah, tons of little factoids and just they're just beautiful books.
Oh, we need
And
Dan here for this one.
This one is my favorite because it's the Game Boy Advance pixel art. That's like my jam. That's my thing. The Game Boy Advance pixel art is my happy place. Oh, look at this! Look at this spread here. See that?
Oh, that's nice.
Nice
Do like
spread.
these artistic things. Yeah. So yeah, that's my Astro Boy and Mega Factor. That's
Astro Boy is
amazing, right?
fantastic on Game Boy
Oh, it's
Advance.
so good. So many good games. But the pixel art especially. What we got here? That's what's this one? That's is that One Piece?
Yeah, it looks like One Piece.
Not to upset you or stop you, but can you give a hard time to this person who is late to the show, to your show?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to say I'm disappointed, but what's more disappointing is that this is not the first time. That's all I'm going to say about that topic.
Well, because I think there's name means they forget things. L forgettings. So it's okay.
It's
They
I
forget
forget
things.
things. He forgot the H in things.
Ah,
It's not that hard to understand. Come on.
it is hard for me.
Yeah, so that's my unofficial GBA pixel book from Bitmap Books. One of my
That
favorite.
is sweet,
This
man.
is the amazing. Every single book are amazing by this company, and this one's my favorite because it's GBA pixel art.
Thank you, young man. Did your mom get you for that? Get that for you,
No,
or
no,
did you?
no. I already told you, and you weren't paying attention. So
I was reading the super chats and having my fourth sip on the
common
little
thing.
root beer.
yeah, that's fine. Oh, I forgot to open my root beer. Dang. All right, hang on. Let's do the.
The crack. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do the we'll do the roll, and then I'll open that while
I love the
somebody else is
bilingual
talking.
can.
Oh, that's me. Oh yeah. That's what we do in Canada. Everything's gotta be in French too, for some dumb reason. No, it's me again. It's just me 4 times in a row. The dice wants me to go
It
again.
likes you. It likes you.
I could get another book. 3. Rob, you're up.
Yeah.
What's your
All
book,
right.
Rob?
So my book is not gaming related, but I think it's a good book to read. Just as
Yeah.
a life lesson.
Mark
And,
Manson.
I read this book a couple years back. I became hooked on it, and I actually even went out and bought a physical copy of it. Wow, physical books. But it's a great book that kind of helps, focus yourself in terms of things that actually are important to you, And, the book is called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a... And
Fuck. That's one.
basically, it's learning about what to give fucks about,
2.
It's learning about what's important and the other things to not sweat it as much. And the guy's kind of an asshole, but he has some good lessons in there. And I think, it's just one of those kind of books that everybody should read. It's a very quick read. And, if you're feeling down or you need some, different type of perspective in life, it's a good book. It's a good read.
Yeah, is there like like a back of the book quote you can give us? Not like a word for word thing, but like if he was going to feature a little mini review by Rob the Retro Tech Dad, what's the one thing you would say about it? With some single little takeaway.
Sure. I can read the, let's see what we got here.
Oh, you got it locked and loaded.
My
yeah.
wife and I both read this book. We loved it, and she reads every one of his updates, his blog, everything. It's just it helps us get through life. So
I'll take a quote from one of the flaps, and basically he says, "In life, we have a limited amount of fucks to give." That's 3.
3.
So you must choose your F's wisely. Manson brings a much-needed grab you by the shoulders moment of real talk filled with entertaining stories and profane ruthless humor, and this manifesto is a refreshing slap in the face for all of us so that we can start to lead more contented, grounded lives. And, I think everybody probably finds himself in a point in this life, where you kind of need this advice. And it's just a good book to have always by your side. If you want to reread it, this is what you should do. This book is invaluable, honestly.
I got to get a new physical copy of this one.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
there's a
a double set.
Everything is fucked.
Mm-hmm. I haven't actually read that one,
Did
Yeah, I mean,
they,
this is one of those books that kind of sticks with you. If you read it, you will most likely take some advice from it, and carry on with your life. Yeah.
All right.
I think it's a good book for just in general what the things are going on in the world, and it just helps. It's a decent book to have.
All right. So
And it's orange, so I know TechDweeb approves.
And your
Yeah,
mom
well-
might let you have it.
Too much profanity, though, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they did put the star in the word. They kind of bleeped it on the cover, so that might get it past her.
It helps.
Yeah, past her iron gates. Okay. Yeah, that's freaking awesome. That's your homework, everybody. Your prescription from Dr. Rob.
It's a very quick read. It's worth reading.
And we're on to Andrew. Do you have a book for us, Andrew?
I can't read.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. Well,
I actually, the last time I finished a book cover to cover was Angels and Demons after I graduated from high school, was 15 years ago.
Nice.
oh,
That was, what was that? That was from that guy who did the Da Vinci
Dan
Code?
Brown.
Yeah.
And then I went and watched the movie like an idiot and was very disappointed.
Yeah.
yeah.
Tom Hanks tried,
I mean,
man.
he did. I love Tom Hanks, but the movie on when you read a book and then go watch the movie right afterwards, it's terrible.
They should have gotten Kin Hank instead.
They should have done something other than what they did.
Agreed.
All right. Was the Da Vinci Code movie better?
I enjoyed the Da Vinci Code movie better, but I didn't read the book either.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen the book or read the movie either. So,
Fair enough.
yeah. All right. I think we're on to the last one. So I'm not going to roll this endlessly. We'll just jump right to you, Stubbs.
Okay.
What do you got for us? Have you ever read a book?
I read a book one time. It was called The Wheel of Time, Eye of the World. And it's by Robert Jordan. Sadly, he passed away before he could finish his book series. And so Brandon Sanderson finished it off, the last couple of books there. It's an epic series. I commend anybody who can get through the entire, 14 books or something. They get pretty long in the tooth, honestly, right in the middle of that series. But the first few, especially the first one, I love it. I've read it a few times, and it's just near and dear to my heart. They have a new series on Amazon where they've adapted this to a TV show. The TV show is not great if you've read the book. It's an okay fantasy TV show, but the book is an epic adventure. You got orcs, you got the guy who's got to save the world, get the magical sword, and you got magic users, and it's just awesome. I recommend it.
Is this show just called Wheel of Time?
Yep, Wheel of Time. That's right. It's worth watching. It's just, if you've read the book series, be prepared to be whelmed.
Whelmed. Yeah, that's most shows though. I mean,
They canceled the
just shows.
show. They canceled the show, says Quadzilla.
No.
Oh, no.
That's a shame. How many seasons were there?
I think I watched one or two at least.
Turns out Stubbs was the only one watching.
I guess I was the only one watching. I didn't even, more important than any of this, though, honestly, rip Chuck Norris. Rip to a legend today. Oh, my goodness. I saw that yesterday, and
Yeah.
he was in the hospital. I'm like, well, he's gonna beat this. He's got this. And then today he decided to leave this earthly plane to go, I guess, kick the Grim Reaper's butt up in the clouds. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Someone
how it
was like,
works.
death didn't catch up to Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris caught up to death.
Yeah, he finally got him. Cheers to Walker,
All
Texas
these
Ranger.
sayings. Yeah.
Cheers
Cheers.
to the yeah.
Pour one out. When Chuck Norris looks at a can of root beer, as soon as Chuck Norris finishes drinking, the can melts.
I could see that. Yeah. Yeah, that I would wear a shirt with that on it. All right. Well, before things get too sad, let's move on. Lighten the mood with a question of, oh yeah, this one is very light. One of your
Survived by his
go-to
beard.
snacks or drinks. Oh man, this is a good one. All right, hold on. We gotta follow the procedure. Number 3, that'll be Rob. Rob, start us off. Your favorite
right.
go-to snacks or drinks.
So simple beef jerky. I like beef jerky a lot. It's good for you. You know, nothing, no frills. Satiates you. You know, yeah. That's
All
it.
right.
That's my favorite snack. Yeah, and drink. I have to have iced coffee every morning. I got to start my day with coffee, iced coffee. If I don't have my coffee in the morning, nothing's happening that day basically. So I'm always going for an iced coffee in the morning.
You go to a place to get one?
No, nope. I just do my home
You make it?
brew and
Okay.
oh,
I was gonna
Oh,
say
yeah.
we got a millionaire over here. A daily
No,
iced
no,
coffee.
no. That's some good financial advice. You know, you want to save some money, make your own coffee at home.
Yep, we do that too, man.
Brew your
That's-
20-cent cup of coffee at home. It's a
Yep.
lot cheaper. It's crazy how expensive coffee is out of the house.
Gotta do it.
Yeah, coffee is like pennies a cup if you make it at home.
Seriously, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
I paid like $7 for coffee, you know, not too long ago, and I was like, $7? What? Why?
I may have paid $7.85 for coffee just this morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I did. It was an extra tough morning to wake up, and the machine looked so ominous. Like there's so many steps, and I was like, you know what? Not today. It's Friday. Got to live my best life, and I had the delivery service. So yeah, I mean the coffee in the end was
Stubbs
$15
is real
after
bougie over here.
after delivery fee and
He even gets his iced coffee
service.
delivered to him.
You know, it was a hot latte. Okay.
You're on the West Coast too, so
Yes.
like you guys don't just drink coffee. You drink like
Oat
you drink
milk,
like pieces
half-
of art.
Yeah, half calf, oat milk, vanilla syrup, a little bit extra hot. Give me a little bit of that. Maybe medium size, maybe large on a tough day, and yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
I live in
Yeah.
Portland, Oregon, so
Yeah, that says it all, right?
that's all you need to
It
know.
probably gets the RH logo, like, you know, drawn in there with creamer or something.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they'll
Don't-
make pictures in there.
Don't tell them that. I have been doing something like that.
He has
But
a special barista that he uses.
her name is Shania, and she's very
Shania
dear to my
Twain?
heart.
Is that what she's up to nowadays?
Well, it's because I call her that because when I drive up and I show her like my sweet Subaru Forester 2006, she's like, that don't impress me much.
It's a good one.
I love the super chat we just got.
Oh,
All right. Rad Forda has a message for Stubbs. Rich man Stubbs over here using my super chats for coffee. Well, that's a thing of the past. We have a new regime.
There's a new
for
boss
the,
in town.
Yeah.
king,
so
king of the castle, king of the castle.
yeah, he's gonna have to. That's gonna be going to. Yeah, he's gonna have to find a new source of income for his fancy coffees. Anyways, moving along, we got next. That's back to Rob again. This dice, it just wants the same person over and over.
Magnetized.
Dweeb, that's me. All right.
Ooh, show us your snacks.
All right. I am, not many people know this about me, but I'm quite fond of a drink called, no, I'm kidding. That's too easy. So I am an old man. I've been an old man since I was a young man. And I've always liked very plain food. I like things that fill me up. And I like things that are quick and easy. And one food that I've eaten since I was first able to make my own food, to cook my own food, is instant mashed potatoes. This is one of the. I buy this. We have the subscribe and save on Amazon, and I buy this. Yeah, every single month.
I abuse the heck out of that.
Puree.
Well, every
I
month.
thought I was fancy over here, man.
This isn't fancy at all. This is the unflavored one too. Home style means
There's a little doot. There's a little doot over the first E. Puree.
That's an accent aigu. That's an accent aigu.
Oh,
Yeah, it makes the E sound like an A.
oh, I like.
Now don't church it up there, dweeb.
Anyways, yeah. So I've literally been making this since I knew how to do it. Like you just add hot water to potatoes to potato powder, and it turns into potatoes. And I will eat this. I'll probably go through 12 of these a month. So like almost half of one a day, maybe a little less than half of one a day. Every single day, I will eat this. And with just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of margarine on there, and call it done. It's the food that I snack on before bed, and it's kind of just part of my life so much that like it's up there with like I don't know, brushing my teeth or showering once a week or whatever. You know, what is that?
Mashed potato ASMR. You ever do that, or you just put your hand in the bag and kind of like just for the feel of it?
What? You can't. This
is what I do with my potatoes.
It's not the same potatoes that I have. Mine don't do that.
Is this your channel, Stubbs?
Shh.
Yeah.
This is Slime OG, one of my favorite ASMR potato channels.
Sure it is.
Yeah. Another thing that I'll use this for is if I make myself, like a quick shepherd's pie or something like that. I'll just use this.
Shepherd's pie, yes.
One of the things that's nice about this is it's literally like the only ingredient is just dehydrated potatoes. Like that's it. It's just it's just potatoes. That's all it is. And when you make, in my opinion, you can't tell the difference. It's just potatoes. You make those and you're like, I have mashed potatoes now. It doesn't taste like some weird cupboard food, like not like making your own mac and cheese versus eating Kraft dinner. No, this is just potatoes. It turns out just like potatoes.
Only Potatoes is your new website.
Yeah. So potatoes are one of my favorite foods, and that's one of my favorite ways to eat them. And I do it almost every day.
Get starched, but all right, let's go.
Yeah. All right. This is a terrible method because it keeps coming up with the same names we've done. Andrew, what kind of snacks are you into? Or drinks? Snacks or drinks?
Stoke coffee.
We know that,
That's
yeah.
not, well, yeah, start the day with a Stoke, but Red Bull. It keeps me awake.
It gives
him
you
wings.
Doesn't give me wings. Not anymore because I've had.
I've seen those beautiful
Do you
wings.
believe
Don't
you can fly?
No, it just keeps.
I saw what he did in New York. He flew from one bed to the other.
No. That was you trying to cross the street when cars were coming.
I think about that every night and day.
I bet
Now,
you
is
do.
it just like one a day, or you're sucking them back all day?
Usually till about 1 or 2. It's coffee, and then I switch
AM.
to Red Bull.
And how, on an average day, how many will you have?
2 or 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
All right. And if you don't have them, are you like dead to the world? Like you become kind of a zombie if you don't get your Red Bull?
no, because I'll find other ways to get caffeine. It's caffeine specifically that I need to inject into my veins.
All right. Red Bull's expensive, isn't it? Like doesn't that add up over time?
Yeah, it does. It's not cheap.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see what we can.
Still cheaper than Stubbs' delivered iced coffee.
For guys, coffee.
It's Friday, my dudes.
3 of those Red Bulls for 1 of Stubbs
Maybe
coffee.
even 4, honestly.
And I only did it 3 days in a row this week.
Stubbs.
That's a lot.
My family is in another state. I'm a bachelor.
I don't think that's how that works.
I don't know.
Yeah.
When I was a bachelor, I lived like ramen and
Exactly.
mashed potatoes,
My money went to
What are
beer.
you trying to say?
hot dogs.
I haven't done a little Grubhub dash in probably a year. So this week I
I
fell
don't
off
think bachelors do
the
Grubhub
wagon.
dashes.
No. When I was a true bachelor, yeah, we did top ramen, we did a cup of noodles, we did
I still
the
want
classics.
ramen.
Oh yeah.
All right. We had a super chat, and it was from Rad. He said, I can just say Rad. And he said, potatoes forever. So, I will, I would eat some mashed potatoes to that if I wasn't on this podcast right now. I would go make mashed potatoes.
And Smitty, I know I can eat a carrot for 25 cents. It's just that sometimes it feels good to lovingly have someone bring it to you on a platter.
Carrots are a good snack too. That's another one of my go-to
brunch.
snacks.
I love for a while. I was eating too many carrots, and my hands were kind of turning a little bit orange.
Was it matching your shirt?
Yeah, I thought there was something wrong with me, and there's like, no, you're just eating so many carrots. How many carrots do you eat? And I was like half a bag a day, and they're like, that's too much carrots.
Well, your eyesight's got to be tip top with that vitamin A in there.
No, man, have you seen how thick my glasses are?
Sure.
Yeah.
Real thick.
Yeah. Anyways, Stubbs, I think you're the last one on the dice, so take us home.
All right. So speaking of carrots, give me some hummus. All right.
Nice. Good choice.
You got Harvest, King Harvest right there, King of the Castle right there in Portland, Oregon. And to pair that with, I like to have these. You probably know what these are. They're nationwide now, at least in the US of A. And these were called Juanitas, but in some territories, they've renamed it to Wontonio. What is that? They're delicious. They're restaurant-style chips. They're kind of like a little greasy. They're not amazing for your health, but every once in a while, if I want a good chip, 1 gram of saturated fat actually isn't too bad. I'm going to tell my doctor he's wrong. And gluten-free if that's your thing. Okay.
Those look really thick. Are they just like regular tortilla chips, or are they extra like thick tortilla chips? They're just regular. That's a regular chip.
Regular chip.
Maybe a little bit thicker.
Little bit thick. You got to eat them within the first few days because they will get stale if you want like the best experience. Let's kind of dig into this hummus here. I got the overhead cam ready. Okay.
Yeah, this is important stuff. Yep. All right, give us a demo.
Okay, so you want to, when you dip your chip in your hummus, you want to try to find the scoop side so you can scoop it a little bit. Now you want to leave enough hummus for everyone. So I go maybe that much, just a little oops there, and then you want to bring it up to your mouth, and that's where food goes. And then
Delicious. To the mic.
Yeah. Stubbs, have you ever stirred the hummus up to kind of get the whole tub of hummus all kind of whipped and creamy?
Yeah.
Because like it's in the store, it kind of gets all dense. But like then when you give the whole thing like a fresh little whipping, and it kind of comes out all fluffy and goopy.
Yeah, Ban, who's
like
the king of beans, he taught me about garbanzo beans and how you smash them together and you make the hummus. And so I do spend minutes to hours kind of smoothing my hummus. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I agree, man. It's good for the taste buds. It's good for the soul. So that's what I got for you.
Coming back to carrots and hummus, good combo too.
Oh yeah,
and a healthier snack, a healthier option.
Yeah. We had another super chat from my boy Green Pro Tag. Best way to cook a potato. My vote, tater tots. I have the best answer, but I'd like to hear your second best answers first. Best way to cook a potato. What do you think?
I mean that au gratin, sir.
Right. You would.
That's a fine way.
You're a.
Yeah, probably say tater tots.
Although
I do love me some mashed potatoes and gravy.
You got one, Rob?
I'm struggling because I mean, oh man, I love potatoes. I actually don't eat them much nowadays. I'm trying to.
We don't care about your health, Rob. Just tell
good,
Trying to cut back on those unhealthy potatoes.
French fries. I just got to go with French fries.
Yeah.
Just because. Also, there's so many styles of French fries, right? I mean, you got the crispy ones, you got the curly ones, you got the zesty ones. We could just go on. It's amazing how versatile the potato is, and especially French fries.
All right, so the real answer is what's called smashed potatoes. So this is what you do: you chop the potatoes up into big cubes like that, big chunks, fork-sized chunks, and then you boil them. So they're mostly boiled, okay? And then you lay them out on a baking tray and you kind of half smash them, kind of give them a little squish so they kind of fall apart just a little bit. And then You give it a little spray with oil or cooking spray or whatever, and you put your
Oh,
not that much, not that smashed. That's like you can smash them to your heart's contentment, but you kind of give them a little smash. And what it does is, and then you put them in the convection oven or the air fryer. And what it does is the smashing kind of opens them up, and it creates all these little pockets for like the hot air to get in there and turn it crispy. Like every little crevice becomes all crispy on the inside. And so it's moist and flavorful and also super crispy and just like fall apart in your mouth. And
first time in 5 years the word moist has been used on the show. So
oh, okay. Well, you're gonna.
I
have
don't
to get
think
used to
that's
that.
true, but
Maybe
I'm not
that
going to
could
fact
be-
check that.
Maybe that could be like a word of the day thing. Whenever somebody says moist, we'll like have like some noise that comes on, some moist noise. And
No,
Andrew, do you like moist
we're already
noise?
this close to being canceled. We can't do that.
Reset the moist
Yeah.
tracker.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So let's keep this going. As much as I could talk about potatoes all dang day, that wasn't even one of the questions.
This is a Retro
Wow.
Handhelds podcast. Exactly.
Oh wait, no, that was the wrong dice. What's the next question?
Hey,
Number
you could use a
10.
potato to power one of your retro handhelds.
What about poutine? Alex Sotelo,
No,
180 says.
No,
Ooh, that's a good
No.
one.
All right. So here we have.
Okay,
Hang
Alex.
on. Scroll down. Your first retro emulation doodad.
We're talking
Your
about the
first
topic.
one. What's the topic?
Your first retro handheld doodad.
Is
the thumbnail. You mean the
The
thumbnail?
thumbnail. The
Oh.
thumbnail.
You
Yeah.
called the
bringing
show that.
Thumbnail.
We're
What if we didn't
bringing,
even get to that question though? That was risky.
We almost didn't because Rob, because it's Rob's fault. But no. Rob left that answer out originally, and then I was like, "Oh wait, we need to do that." And that means I almost left it out, and we almost left it out. But
Yeah.
it's my fault ultimately for not badgering him.
Before I roll on that, we have another super chat by Alex Soleto 180, and he says, "Glad you didn't say poutine." And I didn't because I needed to explain the smashed potatoes because the best poutine is when you make it with smashed potatoes.
The best poutine is the one you have.
No.
That's
the one they have with
smashed
you.
potatoes.
Yes, that's what we say.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Who's up first? Looks like Stubbs is up first. All right, Stubbs, you're
Oh,
first.
why?
It's me.
Your first retro
I'm
handheld.
glad. Okay. My first retro handheld was the GPD
Yes.
XD.
Yes.
Let's go. The original clamshell love of mine for retro emulation. This played up to some Dreamcast. Really good at Sega Saturn, actually, for its time. This was released in 2015. It was GPD's first Android handheld. And just awesome. It's 32-bit, not 64, which is kind of crazy. And we ran an OS on here we'd like to load on called Legacy ROM by Skelton. And you could customize the CPU governor. Like you could disable cores, so I could get it down to, like one core and run SNES games. And this thing has freaking 13 hours of battery life if you do that, if you just run it on the bare minimum and then take everything else out. It got me hooked into the whole hobby.
What made it good for Saturn?
Just the chipset, which I can't remember the name. Was it Power VR?
No, that's the GPU.
The GPU on it, yeah.
It was a rock chip, wasn't it?
It might have been a rock chip, a 3188 or a 3288. It's one of those two. And Power VR was the GPU, but those combined allowed, for whatever reason, the Saturn emulation played well with this. Saturn ran better on this than the GPD XD Plus, which was the follow-up. And a couple years after that, they had the revision of the XD Plus, and that didn't run Saturn as well, if I recall, but it did run PSP well, and you could play better N64, better Dreamcast. So both the XD Plus revision, my loves. And there's a bunch of cool mods you can do, like I did right here. Put in the GPD Win 2 buttons, so they're nice and colorful. You put in better membranes. I put a Nintendo DS Lite D-pad in there. Oh, no, wait, no. That's the original D-pad.
That's original.
I replaced
That's
the
original.
membranes. The membranes are replaced. Right.
Dead,
DS.
Dead Fred says it's the 3288.
It is the
Isn't that right?
3288. Okay.
Yeah, so XD, the first one had the rock chip. Then they went to I think a MediaTek for the
It
Plus,
went to,
I believe.
the MediaTek, and it was no slouch.
They're
It was
both
a good chip.
Yeah, they're both
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. Second one was 64-bit. I could give you guys a bunch of nerdy specs and things.
Actually,
about
the
this
cool thing
handheld.
about the
I'll stop.
XD that you have though is that because it's 32-bit, it will run with 30-bit apps that you cannot run on modern Android. So it's actually worth saving and having around to play some of those older games that were ported over.
And the battery sits idle and on standby forever. I bet you if I push the power button, it might even turn on. I haven't turned it on in a long time.
He charged it before the
There
show.
it is.
No, I forget to charge anything before the show. You
That's
know
true.
that.
Actually, that is valid.
Oh, it has right.
CD-ROM.
We got Legacy ROM.
Nice.
This was the first custom firmware I ever had experience with.
That's a nice logo.
And then, of course, you know who took this over eventually. Now they have Lineage OS on here, which was made by our friend Black Seraph. So I just keep it simple.
Lineage really gave it extra life as well, which is just kind of wild.
I just keep the one app. I just keep RetroArch 32-bit on here with my game list, and I scraped my games.
That's actually a good
Is
question.
it the RetroArch version of Saturn or of the Beal that you're running or Yaba?
Or you're using Yaba.
Let's see. Let's pull in the Saturn here.
Hey,
I
Stubb,
don't-
do you
I don't know- I
remember
don't know
how
why
much
I'm
you
so
paid for
interested
this?
in
$100 maybe about.
Yeah, because that was the question in chat, which was it's actually a good question. I
No,
like
this
that.
isn't my original GPD XD.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
my original one was just the black unit, and I got it for probably like 150 when I bought it new, something like that. And then I think maybe it was about $200 when these were new. Let's try Clockwork Knight. What's the tougher Saturn game, Rob? Panzer
Tough
Dragoon.
Saturn game. Oh man,
We'll do
I don't-
Panzer Dragoon.
Burning. Yeah, I was
hard to
Burning
emulate
Rangers.
Saturn games. The Die Hard arcade game is not super easy.
So we
That
got
one gives me problems.
yeah. I don't have the one on here, but okay, I'll do Panzer Dragoon. We got Beetle Saturn, Yaba Sunshiro, and Yabaus. I don't remember which one's going to be best.
Yabuse.
Yabuse. I want to say Yaba. No good. No good. Failed to open core.
Yeah,
oh,
I definitely
now
remember
come on.
using
It might be a
standalones on
BIOS.
the XD.
Oh yeah. This one isn't fully set up. Anyways, this is an awesome
Oh, yeah,
handheld.
Sega Rally is a good one too. There's a good one in chat.
I won't go into a whole demo right now, but I gotta give this one some more love and attention.
It's
But yeah,
amazing how
I'm glad
it
I have
still
one still.
holds up, though. You know that's the thing about it. It's more than a decade old, and it's still actually usable and
Yeah.
it's worthwhile. You can still game with it and play a lot of games. I mean, it's awesome.
The
what we
ergonomics
say
are
about
just
Zoo.
fantastic. Yeah, well, it is what we say about Zoo. And you got top joysticks on here, and you got inline shoulders. But man, it's not bad at all. And just you can
No.
have HDMI out. If you can find one of these, it's still one of my favorite retro handhelds to this day. It plays games very well, and everything about it is my favorite.
All right, excellent doodad. A lot more powerful than my first doodad, that's for sure. Well, it's my turn, so I guess that's a good segue.
Dun dun dun.
Hold your horses. All right, listen.
Oh,
The
I
new
have one of those.
BitBoy. My bezel broke,
Oh.
the bezel around the screen, and it broke my heart a little bit. So it's an imperfect example of this beautiful device. For those that don't know, this is the new BitBoy, and this is made by the company that became Miyoo. So this is sort of like the first version of the Miyoo Mini. And before the Miyoo Mini, this was my favorite thing. And then the Miyoo Mini came along and replaced it. I'd love to find like a used one or replace the bezel or something just for the nostalgia. But yeah, this thing got me hooked. It technically wasn't actually my first. Somebody gave me like a really crappy. It's over there somewhere. Like a really crappy thing that couldn't even handle all the Super Nintendo and barely any Game Boy Advance. That convinced me to look into these for real. But this is the first one that I bought and got, and I beat so many games on this. So many Game Boy Advance games. I beat both Advance Wars and Final Fantasy Tactics Advance and Final Fantasy one and two. What else did I beat? I could go through my save games on here. There's tons of them. And yeah, it made me fall in love with these adorable special little doodads that you can just take around with you and fill with your entire childhood worth of games, the history of retro games in your pocket, bring around with you everywhere on this tiny little Game Boy that makes you feel like the future, like a magic piece of tech from the future. Give this to your younger self and it would have blown your mind. For like, I forget how much this was, but it was like, I don't know, like $40 or something.
Yeah, like 40 or 50, I think. Dude, I love the BitBoy. I like that it has Rumble. You could play PS1 games on there, and the Rumble felt really good for the time. I was like, oh, this is so cool.
Yeah, you had to use the special Rumble version of the emulator to get it. And yeah, PS1. You could play PS1 on this. Not every PS1 game, obviously, not like the Miyoo Mini, but yeah.
So this you is play ports, like the Quake ports and stuff.
Yeah, you totally can. What other? Obviously, the Doom. What ports do I have on here? I turned off.
You got to run Doom on everything.
That's you got to run Doom. Yeah, no, BitBoy. The BitBoy's still a nice handheld. Are you missing the front bezel on yours?
Yeah, he lost the bezel.
Oh, Stubbs.
Yeah.
Stubbs is an
So
what?
It's one of the only devices that I've ever dropped and had break, and it's a glass bezel. Yeah, that's the one. They actually sold replacement bezels at one point, but I didn't get in on that early enough, and you can't get them anymore. So if anyone has a broken BitBoy they want to send my way, feel free.
I might have actually one that's not broken that I'm probably going to send your way.
Oh, that would be lovely. Maybe we can, you scratch my butt, I'll scratch yours.
Well,
I love when people scratch my butt.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah. We'll get that sorted in the green room. So that's my first handheld, and it started this whole thing. I wouldn't be here doing this if it weren't for that little guy. It's me again. Oh, this dice is a terrible idea. I should have done the names in the hat. 4, that's a new name. Andrew, what was your first retro handheld?
It was this one, the RG353V.
That's a good one to start out
Wow. I like
a nice
your
theme you got going on there.
Yeah,
hey, that looks familiar.
When the screen wasn't looking, when the camera wasn't on me. But yeah, I picked it up from Amazon because I had never bought anything from AliExpress before, and I just was like scrolling through Amazon, and this popped up in my recommendations. I think it was like $150, maybe $175.
Yeah,
like I didn't know what tax. I just knew that it was like it ran Android. This one is the dual boot. So it runs Android and Linux. But I loved, and I still love like the vertical Game Boy Color DMG feel with the shoulder buttons and everything. It's still comfortable to hold today and like play games on. But yeah, no. I
feel like Anbernic has sort of regressed a little from these days.
Yeah,
they have a little bit. Yeah, and then this from here, I went to the complete opposite end of the spectrum and got a Miyoo Mini 4 or V4 in blue, which is on my wall to my left or to my right, which was like, I don't know, $30 or $40 or something like that. But yeah, no, I'm afraid to unplug it because I don't know if the battery. I need to replace the battery.
Yeah,
because I ran it out a lot when I first got it, and it's just not held up well over time.
This one is fun to mod too, and there's like skins you can get from Etsy to put on it, replace the back shoulder buttons, and lots of custom firmware.
I did the Sakura Retro Mod buttons on it.
Same.
Oh yeah.
Just the Game Boy ones. Actually, I got it right here. Hang on. Yeah, I haven't fired this up in a long time, but yeah.
Speaking of buttons and
the convex,
and you specifically,
that looks good.
Do you have an Odin 3?
Do I have an Odin 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you replace the buttons?
No, I painted them. Hang on.
Okay. Because I have been thinking about, I've got the Odin 3 Ultra. That looks so, that's what I want.
Ooh, that looks amazing.
Wow.
That's exactly what I want. That's what I was thinking about is, and then you brought up you mentioned the button mods, and it made me think to ask you where you got yours from. But if you just painted them, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I have a video of how to do it. It turns out great. Whenever I show off that in a video, I get people who are like, "Oh, that's gonna chip off and flake off or whatever." This is my most used handheld. This is my daily driver Miyoo Mini, and I painted these buttons, and this goes with me everywhere. I've dropped it. It's been through the ringer, and I don't know if you could tell, but like these buttons. Hang on, I'll zoom in. I'm not ashamed.
Oh, they look good.
They held up perfect. There's no scratches, no scuffs. They last. So like, don't be scared to paint the buttons. It turns out pretty darn well. The only mistake you can really make when you're doing them is to not let them dry fully before you go putting it back together.
Oh yeah, that would not be good.
You gotta leave it to dry way longer than you think, like a week. Don't put it together. Like you'll be like, oh, that's dry enough. I'll put it together. Or it feels dry. It's only been 2 days, but yeah, that's dry enough. No, let it fully dry, like cure, like for like many, many days. The longer, the better. And then you'll have the best chance of it turning out fine. So I do that on my favorite handhelds that I love. So if I ever do it for one of my devices and you see that I've done it, that's how you know that I like it. That much.
Interesting. Yep. Thank you for the tip. I'm going to find that video.
Yeah.
What camera films your hands right now, Dweeb, if I may ask?
It is the Sony Alpha A6000.
Oh.
I don't know if I would recommend it. It's just the one that I have, and I would replace it for something that did what I needed a little better. But I'm a creature of habit, and I know exactly how to do everything I want to do on this one in exactly the way that it does it. And I don't want to go spending $1,000 on something else or whatever that
I get that.
Might not just, have I figured out every single thing about this, and it's sort of, but it's not the best option. It's just an option. I bought it used off Facebook Marketplace, and before this, I was using my phone. If you look at my early videos, don't look at them; they're terrible. But if you do, they're all filmed on my my Huawei P30 Lite.
We all can relate. All of our early videos.
I think we all started with our phones. Yeah.
That's from Doorman Mike as well. Thanks. Good question, man.
Continuing on, number 4, Andrew. Oh wait, did we do everyone else except for one?
Yeah.
All right.
Just me.
Take us home.
Sure. Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of fitting. I'll take us home to the original, the OG, the grandfather of it all, of all emulation handhelds, the GP32. Yep.
Hey.
Oh.
Never heard of that thing.
Yeah,
from Game Park.
It's an MP3
South
player.
Korea. From South Korea. So before your Chinese emulation handhelds, this was it.
Who made
this
that
is
again?
pretty old. This is like 2004, I want to say, maybe even earlier than that. And you could do Game Boy, you could do NES, Genesis, a lot of stuff on it. It was actually pretty cool. And the crazy thing about this handheld was that it wasn't even intended to be an emulation device. It was very open-ended for developers, and it just sort of got a lot of community support. And so developers started porting emulators over to it.
Yeah, man.
And it's just, it really is the OG. It really is the grandfather of it all. I think in many ways, without GP32, we probably would not have had things like the Dingu, and then of course the GPD stuff, and where we are today. So yeah, if you trace back the history of our hobby, this is probably where it all started.
This is even before the Dingunity forums too, right? Because that was based off the Dingu.
Yes.
Okay, so this was like early.
Wait, I was just about to ask if that was Pinball Dreams you were playing on there, and then Pinball Dreams video popped up.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was cool because it came out during the time of the Game Boy Advance, and so, you had Game Boy Advance, and, you played Nintendo games on there, but GP32 allowed you to play the Nintendo games, the Sega games, and even some of these kind of questionable quality games that were developed for it. But it's, very iconic design, BA, you got your shoulder buttons. Obviously, it was trying to imitate and mimic the Game Boy Advance, very much similar style. The D-pad on this thing is an absolute joy. It's the clickiest, most satisfying D-pad you could use ever. Like, it reminds me of the Neo Geo Pocket. It's so good. I don't know if you can hear it, but yeah, it's just clicky satisfaction. Yeah, it's really very much ahead of its time,
That's real nice.
Had huge support in the community. I mean, it was pretty affordable, I mean, you had to kind of go through like questionable avenues to import it from, weird overseas websites and things like that. It never got like a global launch. I think the later models, they had 3 different models of it. The later ones, I think, were actually launched officially in Europe, so you could actually buy from like a European website. But, never in the US. You always had to use like some importer or things like that. But yeah, and this thing probably still turns on. It takes AA batteries. But,
Love it.
This one's my backlit unit. Yeah, still works great. I mean, that's the beauty. Love the removable batteries. That's kind of very important. I've got like all stuff loaded up on here. Quake. Let's see. We were talking about Doom. I probably have Doom on here. Yes, I do. Yeah, so we're loading Doom. Yeah, a lot of ports. Yeah. Press start to launch Doom. There we go.
While you're launching that, Synchrotron says the company he works for uses Anbernic devices to program hundreds of thousands of dollars of AMRs that move materials in and out of trailers.
Oh.
Amazing.
Industrial applications.
Industrial Anbernics.
Oh, wow. I bet that felt like
good speakers on this thing too. Stereo speakers.
At the time.
Way better than the Game Boy Advance. I mean, pretty decent.
Not bad.
Have you seen Doom on the Game Boy Advance?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That version.
I love the little bump outs here.
Look at the.
Yeah, that's weird. Little butt cheeks.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely better than Game Boy Advance Doom for sure. Yeah, I mean, this is awesome. Like, and they had 3 models. So the first original model had no backlight, nothing. It was like the Game Boy Advance, kind of the same kind of revisions. Then you had the front lit one where it had the lighting, on the sides, and then they actually did the backlit one, which is the one I have here. So it's the latest revision. But yeah, it's just a wild piece of history. I mean, South Korea of all places, really ahead of the game in terms of emulation and just open source and open-ended devices like this. It's really cool.
There's a GP32 magazine.
Yeah, I actually remember the GP32 forums and everything back in the day, like to get all the files and help and just kind of like what the community is today with RH. It's kind of cool, you can trace it way, way back.
All right. Well, okay. Let's.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like Selfish's comment. Yes, that is probably true. This is probably where I started to really appreciate a fine badonk. Look at these things. I was just a high schooler. I'd never seen
some humps to squeeze. All right. Moving along. What do we got here? Number 2. A handheld you modded in some way. Another handheld question. A handheld you modded. All right. Who's it going to be first? We're going right to Andrew first. Andrew, you want to start us off? A handheld you modded, if you have.
Oh yeah, unfortunately.
Hey, that's pretty
This
cool.
is a RGB, yeah, except until
RGB
only
20?
because my camera's not like bright or good enough for you to see how bad it actually is.
The SX machine?
Yeah, it's RGB 20 SX with a 3D printed shell and buttons, except for the D-pad.
What? Is this the PCBWay mods?
No, it's just 3D printed. I don't
Nice.
remember. I think it started because it's got the flat back.
Right, I remember that mod.
Yeah, and I did this like a long time ago.
I remember this was one of the early ones you modded, right?
Yeah, this is the only one I've modded to this extent, besides like swapping out buttons. Like on my, let me see if I can find it real quick.
Andrew, there's
Yeah,
a super
I think
chat
Van
for
did that same thing
$100
too, right?
to see the front of your hat.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, buddy.
I thought it was the Ass Pro hat.
No, that's on the wall.
Was that Orioles?
Orioles.
Orioles. That's a baseball team.
Correct.
I got it. We did it.
Is that a 3D printer you have behind you?
It is. Yeah.
Is that the one you used?
It is.
Is that the A1 Mini?
Nope. It is.
Oh, it's your
the
Anchor.
Eufy make, Anchor make.
Oh no,
Whatever.
the Anchor only, only
The
incites
one
anger.
they don't make anymore because they stopped
They're
making
crap,
and
yeah.
supporting.
Dweeb, do you have
and
baseball in Canada?
Yeah, sorta. It's
All right.
it's not any sport other than hockey is always going to play second fiddle to our national pastime. But I don't care about any of them, so they're all equally boring and dull to me.
Do you care about hockey?
Nope.
Oh.
I'm a bad Canadian. I like hockey video games. I always every single year I download the NHL '94, the updated
man.
one.
Yes.
And,
That is so
The
cool.
roster
that they
updates,
keep
yes,
doing
it's
that.
awesome.
yeah. Oh, they keep it up, but like I don't know the players. They're like, oh, look at all the new logos and players and this and that, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
if you say so. I just like that they keep updating the mechanics, and they just every year it just gets a little bit tighter. The graphics get a little bit better.
It's so wild what they've done with that in just the last couple of updates.
Yeah, what legends! I love it.
Other than this whole mod, I swapped out my my better buttons, or I got better buttons for my 477M, which is not within arm's reach. And besides that, I just swap get SSDs, larger SSDs.
All right.
Synchrotron started our RG oral fund.
Yeah.
I
Thanks
did
for
this
the
one, too.
We'll
Synchrotron meant
discuss.
RH.
We'll discuss what that goes for. Is that an INEO?
RH.
Evo.
Oh yeah, Evo, of course.
But it's not even a mod. It's just
Give that to
stuck
me.
on there. It's the
The mechanism.
mechanism.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I
You
can
have
add a
one
second
coming your
screen
way.
on top.
Oh, right.
I have one of those on my Steam Deck. The little kickstand.
The mechanism arm or nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
those guys or that crew mechanism makes some good stuff.
Yeah,
And
same.
the best part is, and why I will show them, is because they give away almost all of their 3D print, almost all of their products as 3D prints. You can get them on their website.
So,
so
like, do it yourself if you want.
Yep, and I think that is an awesome way to do things.
Yeah. You know, the goodwill that they get is worth more than the money that they like quote unquote lose by people not buying their stuff and just printing it themselves. Because it's the way to do it. Okay, we have a few super chats. Oh, we already did the Orals Fund one. Andy Yackerman 7123 says hottest hands in the industry. They said, I'm assuming that refers to me, and thank you, my friend. All right, I will continue to tantalize you with my flappy fingers. Number 3, who's number 3? Rob, you're up. Rob, what is your modded handheld that you're going to show us?
What is my modded handheld? Here we go. I got one. I'm sure a lot of people have done this. The Miyoo Mini.
Oh, brother.
Better shoulder buttons. I swapped out the face buttons, D-pad, all that good stuff. And I think this one in our community is probably one of the most modded handhelds out there, right? I mean, simple to take apart, easy to get parts for it, removable battery. I mean, this thing is like the epitome of what a retro handheld is, right? I mean, it's just, I think many people jumped into the community because of this handheld right here.
Sorry, Rob, did you say epitome?
Yes.
Isn't it epitome?
You want to add that to your dictionary?
Yeah.
It's a Rob's dictionary.
Yeah, we need a Rob's dictionary now. I'm sorry, that's the first time I've ever heard one of a Robism.
I wasn't going to call it out, but Stubbs is right.
I had to. I couldn't leave the one be. But that's beautiful.
You don't get many opportunities for it, right?
I know. Look at that thing.
That looks like a high end bath product.
Love it.
You know,
Yeah,
like
I actually had.
I feel
think I grabbed
clean
it. Oh, I
looking
didn't.
at
I
it.
thought I grabbed my Game Boy Advance, but I didn't. But yeah, I mean, this one for sure is like one I always think of just in terms of modding and seeing lots of videos on it and just parts and this kind of I think started all the whole Etsy thing too, where people were 3D printing their stuff, and yeah, I mean, classic, right? Probably powers on too. Let's see. There you go. Never fails. It's just great.
Do you ever match your front end with the vibe of the device and make it all matchy?
You know, I should do that kind of stuff. I'm very bad about that. I'm not good about the customization stuff. I usually just dive right in, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, I just have
Dweeb,
Onion OS on there.
the TechDweeb theme is on Onion OS, and that comes in
Yeah,
every
I know.
color you could possibly want.
Oh, I
so,
know.
Yeah.
I'll have to take a
Incredible.
look and see. Yeah, I'll have to match them up.
All right. What a beauty. That's gonna take the win. Number 2, Stubbs. Stubbs. That's gonna be a tough act to follow. It's always tough to follow a Miyoo Mini. The only thing that can follow a
true.
Miyoo Mini is another Miyoo Mini.
Okay, well,
What?
this is Rob printed me this dinosaur.
Sure.
A little baby one. Hello, hey, baby. You guys play Wobbly Life? They make a AliExpress version of the main character.
Oh, I played that. That's a
Oh
good
yeah,
game.
great game. I'm gonna give this to my son tonight when he gets home.
I played that split screen with my cousin.
Yeah, it's so much fun. And what's on this hard drive? 500 gigabytes.
That's not
Rob-
what the question is.
Oh,
That's
right.
not mine either. It's technically Ban's.
Why did it come from you to my house?
The RG353V.
The RG.
I know that one.
35XX. This is my favorite handheld to mod. I wonder if this one actually.
You got
Rob
garlic
doesn't
on
like
that
my
bad
color
boy?
choices. Oh yeah, we
I
got garlic.
thought I was watching Rust for a second. The green tripped me out.
Well, maybe you are. Maybe one of us is Russ here, not me.
No,
Get the
maybe, just
lines
maybe.
going.
So, yeah, we need the lines. So, this is one that was 3D printed buttons. The shell was painted by a guy in our Discord. I believe this was from Roof Pooper. This was a Roof Pooper, might have been a Roof Pooper reject one because it had some imperfections in it. And I've fallen in love with this particular unit. I just decided to just take the kind of the poop green idea and just add in purple buttons. And we got Cloud9 3D printed buttons there. These ones are from a guy who I don't know if he still makes these. I can't remember. I think these are Cloud9. And then on the back, we have the various shop from Japan who made these better buttons. He got the better button file from the gentleman and made those. So that feels good. I put a Game Boy Color sticker right there. And just, you got Garlic 1.4.9. I freaking love Garlic.
Yeah.
And yeah, this was such a good operating system too, because you could, it was Black Seraph's take on Onion OS. Just simple, and man, you just play your games. Look what I got in here. Super Metroid for Game of the Month. Oh, Spyro the Dragon. Oh, no, Twisted Metal. Yes.
Did Garlic ever come to the XX devices?
Look at how he has Twisted Metal ready to go. That's amazing.
Kind of. Garlic 2.0, but it didn't really, like, this was the best version of Garlic.
Didn't feel like Garlic.
Yeah. Oh, God. Hold on.
Someone said the color choice is reminiscent of a moldy sandwich in the fridge.
That's right. I think
Yeah.
it's charming. I think
With
it's
like
just,
some glow in the dark mushroom.
It deserves to be loved. It deserves to be loved.
it deserves, yeah, absolutely. We got Tenchu on there. Oh, Spyro. So PS1 is my favorite retro system, and I just love PS1 games on here. It's a lot of fun. I also beat a lot of Game of the Month on this particular unit in my time. So what was the hotkey to turn down the brightness? There it is.
That's it. Yeah, hotkey in the volume.
That's right. That's right. Let's see.
Just
Probably
like riding
load
a
the
bike.
game. Okay, here's my game. Oh no. Okay, so here's the thing: is in the menu I have the slow motion on. Hold on. There we go. No, that's fast forward. I haven't used this in a while. Now is it normal? Oh, whatever. Okay, so this is the 35XX. This is their first one in this 35XX line, and I just thought it was awesome. The Miyoo Mini was big that year, but the 35XX is what stole my heart. So, yeah, Anbernic really made a good one here. They made awesome follow-ups with the H700 devices. Sure, yeah, those are great too, but I just still love this with 1.4.9. They're freaking best. What else we got in here? We got Tenshu, Super Metroid.
Would you say it's the epitome of a retro handheld?
It's the epitome?
Epitome.
All right, Popful Mail. This is like my graveyard of Game of the Month games that I attempted to finish, actually. That's what these ones are right now.
Well, at least you played them.
I tried. This is when I would take camping all the time, though. Like, this is the one I would
that makes more sense now. It's camo colored.
It's camo, yeah. So then the
Except
wildlife
for the bright pink buttons.
and the bears wouldn't try to take it. Yeah. And the bells can smell the buttons. So, and the bears, they're cool.
The pink buttons are to blend in with like a bush full of berries or something.
Yeah.
They look like little berries.
Yeah. I like it. It's pocketable.
Nice.
Still, we'll never get rid of this one.
Right. Okay. Well, has everyone gone but me? I guess I gotta go. All right.
It's the Epiphone.
All right. So I'm gonna follow Rob's lead and go with Miyoo Mini.
Nice.
But I'm gonna do more than one. I'm gonna show you my collection. So I have every color. So here's my white one. And I did these are the Sakura buttons, the convex light purple and the concave light purple and the convex dark purple, Super Nintendo style.
That's the best. Yeah, you like to have a hybrid situation there.
Yeah. This one is the same hybrid, convex and concave.
Always.
This is just my little yellow guy right there. And this one here is the orange and black one, obviously. And these are the Lid NXT buttons, the sort of semi-transparent ones that have like, the plastic layer underneath with the matte plastic printed over top. I freaking love these buttons. They feel great and they look cool. And then my daily driver, that's the one that I painted. I've never done the shoulder buttons. I don't even know if I would like them, to be honest. I'm like the only person in the world who actually loves the original.
No,
Miyoo
I'm with
Mini.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because once you add the modded buttons on the back, you can't fit in a lot of the cases for it in your pocket. It kind of rubs against you when you're trying to pull it out of the pocket. And
I like that too. The reason I love it is because of how flat it is.
It's so flat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still totally usable. My fingers just go right there and they're just exactly where I need them. Anyways.
What?
Yeah, that's the one. So I painted that, and then the
BMO.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yes.
Coming out with BMO.
Yes.
Boom. There she is. He is. They call it a he and a she in the show. It's
a hesh.
They change it. There we go. BMO. So those who don't know, BMO is a little character from a show called Adventure Time, and he's got colorful buttons on him. Oh, here, I can show you.
Algebraic,
mathematical. Yeah, that's BMO there. That's from one of my other show and tells. But that's the BMO style right there with the yellow D-pad, and got these little blue buttons here and different color buttons there. And I think BMO is she and football is he. Yeah, that could be. Anyways, and then the only game you need on a BMO Miyoo Mini is the oh, hang on, gotta change the aspect ratio. What's the hotkey for that? There it is. Is the virtual BMO. There you go. You got a little BMO game that's like turns it into a BMO operating system, and you can make her happy and laugh, and yeah, that's kind of it. You kind of just change your face, and then.
So why isn't this one your daily driver?
It's a little too precious, and it's I don't know. So as much as I like BMO, and as much as I like the colorful vibes and the interesting aesthetic, I can't argue with the Game Boy DMG. This one transports me back in time in a way that none of these other cool looking, lovely things do.
That's fair, man.
And so, yeah, when I'm ootin' the boot, as we say in Canada, pulling this out just makes me feel different than any of these. That's not to say I don't use them though. I will every now and then, just for funsies, I'll grab one of these instead. And one of the things that I do is I have different save games on the go. So this is the one where I have my Fire Emblem save. And this one I play. I'm going through Super Nintendo hidden gems. So all the best Super Nintendo games that fly under the radar, I have saves going for all those on here. If I'm in the mood to play certain games, I might grab a different handheld because that is just where those games are.
GG wonders if you take the that one to go to the Bank of Montreal, the BMO.
I take BMO with me to go to BMO, and while I'm talking to the tellers, they're like, "Welcome to BMO," and I say, "Oh yeah, well, take a look at this BMO," and they say, "What are you doing? Why are you shoving that toy in my face? What do you want? Why are you here?" That's how it goes.
P Money is wondering if he should be stocking up on Mini V4 as well while he can.
Can you? They're basically gone at this point.
Yeah. Where do you get them from now? I haven't seen a Miyoo Mini in forever.
Usually, if you can find them, it's only the black one, which is a fine choice. The black one's beautiful, especially if you mod the buttons. You can put all black buttons and go all stealth mode, or orange buttons, and you do the black and orange thing, or whatever. Black goes with everything, so you can mod the heck out of that one. But if you can find them, usually it's the black one. Like, you won't find this one. I've actually when I made my little goodbye Miyoo Mini video, I ordered 3 of them, and I ordered them from Lid NXT, and they sent me a couple extra ones, so I actually have like 5 waiting in the wings. And someday, in like 2 or 3 years, when these things are long gone and nobody can ever find them again, I'm going to do a giveaway where I give away like 3 or 4 of my Game Boy DMG Miyoo Minis. Because, I need a couple to save, because I want to have this forever. And one of them could die. So I have my V1 and my V3, and then I have 2 V4s. This one that I painted, and then the other one, I might have it over here. Anyway, I have another V4 that's like my backup, that's got the Sakura mod buttons. And then all the rest of them, I'm going to do a giveaway just for those poor souls who never got the Miyoo Mini. It'll be my favorite giveaway that I've ever done. I'm excited about it, but I got to give it enough time where it's so rare that like it's a special thing.
That's awesome.
Enoch Sayan gave a very generous super chat and said, "You're amazing, TechDweeb." Well, thank you. Yes, sometimes something, and it's nice to be reminded of something you might not have thought of for the last 5 minutes or something, right? So thank you. All right, moving along. What time do you usually run this show, Stubbs? I'm fine with going for the next 6 or 7 hours, but I don't know how long you usually keep this going.
Yeah, so I probably, myself anyways, I probably got to run in about 15 minutes or so, I'd say. But I mean,
usually about 2 hours.
Yeah, 1 to 2 hours, somewhere in there. But it's Friday night. We're a little looser here on these shows, so yeah.
All right.
Selfish says you can get black version 4s on Amazon right now, apparently. So go buy those up, everybody.
Well, sometimes you can find them, but they're like scalper priced or way overpriced.
Right. Yeah. How much?
Yeah.
I'll look those
like
up.
you can if you go to AliExpress, you can find a DMG one, but it'll be like $150. Yeah.
I can't find one.
Yeah.
I'm actively looking for one because I got rid of mine.
I have a
didn't
spare.
know they were going for good.
I have a second one, Andrew, if you want one.
Yeah.
The DMG.
I have a DMG one. Yeah.
I'm holding out hope that that form factor comes back. Like I love the Miyoo Mini, but like I'm not like loyal to it. If something else came along that did what this did, I'd throw this in the freaking garbage or whatever and get the new thing. That's fine.
I'd say the Trim UI brick is pretty close.
It doesn't have the retro vibes. It's not beige.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's not the same. But I was hoping that
it's not squishy.
I was hoping we would have had a RG28XXV It's the one that
Yeah.
Anbernic didn't do. And they
Why?
have the screen for the 28XX. They could have, and they should have. Like
They should have.
everybody loves the Miyoo Mini. It would have been a no-brainer for them to do their version. They did every other freaking combination you could ever want under the sun, and they didn't do the one that I wanted. The one. They didn't do it. So like,
Bro.
screw those guys.
Yeah, come on, Max.
All right, don't get me started. I'm getting angry. All right, let's do one final one. 9. What is 9? A book. Oh, we already did a book. Hang on. 12. Oh, that's fun. Something from your childhood. Could
Yeah,
be a
buddy.
photo or story if you don't have any actual stuff. This is a great way to end on, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Shame we didn't get to the other fun ones. I have a whole chair full of fun stuff over here, but yeah, maybe we could do a follow-up
Same.
episode or something. We are going to have Andrew start us off. Andrew, do you have anything from when you were a kid? Were you ever a kid? You don't look like you were ever a kid.
No, I came out just full beard.
Yeah, you strike me as the kind of guy who's just always been I don't know how old you are, but you look the kind of guy who's always been the same age his whole life.
He's 47.
I'm not 35 going on 50, and it's been that way since I graduated. Since I turned 30, I felt like I immediately felt like my body felt like I was 50.
Yeah.
You came out and you already had a pension going.
Do you have any do you have any photos or anything from when you were a little dweeb?
Not handy. Lost a lot of those because my dad was in the military, so we moved around a lot.
We have those Civil War reenactment photos that you
No,
were
we
in.
don't.
We got those. We got those.
Do you have those?
No, we don't.
Okay. They're pretty great.
I don't think we do. I don't think we do. No, they're
I
not
mean,
pinned, so you're not going to search for them. That's fine. I used to do Civil War reenacting until I was about 18. There are pictures. There is evidence.
Union or Confederate?
Union. First Maine Cavalry.
Incredible.
That's not. No. What?
Is that not you?
What?
Oh.
No.
Oh,
Is that you
no.
there?
Oh, that's just a History Channel show. No.
Wait, are you an
Do you
actor?
dirty your hands when you're doing it like that?
No, you camp out. You don't. No, you like. Oh my God.
Dude, Rad paid. Thank you for your super chat. Paid us $10 for me to go find the pictures. I can find them.
All right, hold on. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay. Come back to you.
Right. Yeah. Should we go on to another one and we'll come back around? All right. This is important stuff. This is like LARPing we're talking about, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. That's Andrew again. Number 1. Oh, that's me. Okay. All right. What do we got? Okay, so the thing I brought is another book. This is a book that I had when I was a kid, and this isn't the book. I've lost the original book, but I rebought it as an adult just because I read this book freaking cover to cover so many times. It's a book that teaches you how to code in BASIC, and it's all these little like robots. These little like illustrations of robots doing how to make simple games of and the code that makes that work. And I had this before I had a computer. I never even used a computer when I got this. I probably got it used at the local library or something. This book just entered my life, and I just became obsessed with computers and tech from this book. It was so important to the trajectory of my life, and I didn't know what this stuff meant. It was just like how to make a little jumping man animation, and it's all basic. It's all done through BASIC. And interestingly enough, I'm actually working on a video right now about DOS. And in that video, I plan on showing GW Basic running, and I'm gonna bust out this book in that video to show how I used to make simple games when I did eventually get a computer. I mean, I probably had this for like a couple years before I actually had a computer. Yeah, a sport and exercise books, how to practice your basic. And this book smells so much like a used book.
Yes.
Oh man, this is like that musty, dusty, crusty smell of like a box at the back of a library storage room or something, you know?
I have not this exact version, but I have a very similar basic book like this for the Atari 400, and it's just I loved it so much as a kid. My stepdad and I would program stuff, and yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I used to draw the characters too. I used to copy them. You know, these little robot guys. I used to. These guys were like rock stars in my life.
This is way cooler than my version of the book.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
There's this is actually a series. They make other ones.
Oh,
this
yeah.
one is practice your basic
Calculator skills, yes.
practice your calculator skills. I didn't have. This is the only one I ever had, and there's another basic one as well. And when I went to buy it, I couldn't remember which one it was specifically, so I had to like find a PDF to look through. And I was like, oh, that's the one. I remember Escape from Zorgos. Yeah. Anyway, that's mine. That's my little book from when I was a kid. I started my love of computers before I ever had a computer. All right. Do we have Civil War photos, Andrew?
Yeah, I'm about to send it to Sonny now. Pretty
All
soon.
right. All right. We'll circle back around again. Let's go. Let's see who's next. Number 2. That is Stubbs. Stubbs, you're up.
Yo. Okay. So, should I I don't know. Should I share this? I'll share this. All right. Let me get my brightness up for you. Okay, dokie. So, when I was a child, and there I am as a child at the San Diego Zoo. There's little Stubbs. There's a little older Stubbs. Beardless.
Same old Stubbs.
Same Stubbs, about 18 years of age. This is something I've never shared, I don't think, with anybody since I was a kid. But I made my own comic book in 5th grade. And I loved Calvin and Hobbes, my favorite comic book series to this day.
Yes.
And I cloned them, and I called them Mick and Stripe, and totally not a ripoff of Calvin and Hobbes. You know, I was cloning proprietary IP before Anbernic did it. So yeah, and then
inspired
by, and there I am. And it was even featured in the school newspaper one time, which I was really proud of. And there's one of my standard comics. I have your test results, Mick. And then we have that was on 1996. This one is. Our 7th president was not Michael Jackson. Sigh. You can do better. Everyone's a critic. And it's just had the like Calvin and Hobbes style. Like I wanted to be it. There I am.
Yeah.
I wanted to become a artist and do this illustration stuff when I grew up, and I never ended up doing it, but this was a lot of fun, and I spent a good 6 months of my life trying to be a comic strip writer, and this was one I just literally traced, so that is an outright copy, but I started to develop my own voice in this, and I got a little bit better as time went on, and then I put down the hobby.
Can you walk us through like one of the best ones?
Yeah, I think they got better towards the end. Like, I don't know. Like, yuck, I'm not eating this gunk. Eat it or just starve. That's what dads say, right? I'll starve. That's it, young man. Go to your room. Yeah, I'd like to order a pizza. Tell him to put extra cheese on it. You know, it was just super cheesy, super corny. And there he is singing a song from, what is that? Presidents of the United States? That was a big song in 1995. Yeah. And then he had a fantasy where he splatted his sister. My baby sister must have been born around then. I probably wasn't too happy with having a sibling. And then I ended it with Ace Ventura coming out, and I did an Ace Ventura themed one. And that was the last time. I need to finish this.
There's blank pages. I was going to say.
I know. I got to finish the series.
It's not too late, Stubbs. You could fulfill your dream.
Series.
Fulfill your dream of becoming a cartoonist.
My first ones were so bad. So bad.
Yeah, you got better. That's how it works.
I love that. And now what's funny is my daughter, my oldest daughter, she's going on 11. She is now making comic books of her own. She's made like 6 of them, way more prolific than me. And I was like, this is cool. So I showed her that book, and she was like, what? I didn't know you drew. So we had a good father-daughter moment.
Nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right.
We get those Civil War photos.
Yeah, let's the suspense has been building. Oh gee, that looks like a real freaking photo.
So good.
So that was taken at
Oh my God.
was taken at, what the hell's the name of the place? Gibson's in
was it taken with a real like camera obscura or whatever they're called, like a real old school camera?
Yeah, like it was actually taken with a tintype
Okay.
camera. It was in Gettysburg.
Crazy.
That's why it looks the way that it does. It's not edited or anything like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been digitalized, but that's it. This was just a regular picture.
Incredible.
Yep.
So where are
I did
you
that
on
for
this? You're in the front,
the
right?
middle and the front. Yeah.
What about in the other
Yep.
one?
All the way on the left.
On the left. Oh, there you go. Yes. Can we zoom in on that, Sony? I
No, we
love
don't
this,
need to
man.
do that.
Please. No beard, Andrew. When will I ever see no beard, Andrew, again?
Never again. I was a wee lad.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. My dad was into it, super into it for a while. He's always been into history. And he got into it. I don't even remember how. And, me being a daddy's boy, wanted to do it with him. Plus, I got to shoot guns and learn about guns and stuff like that. So that was always fun. I didn't shoot anything until got older and went to the range and stuff. But we shot blanks and, yeah, it was pretty cool.
You got to get back into that. I'll do it with you.
I can't camp like that anymore, because it was like you made a comment earlier about like hands being dirty. No, their hands are dirty because they're camping.
Right. Well,
With like you could have tents, but it wasn't normal to have tents. You slept.
and camping is
under the
intense.
stars.
So
Yeah, but sleeping with wool is different than sleeping with like plastic and silicone.
silicone or silicone?
Both.
Cowboy camping.
Yeah. Saddle as a pillow. Wool socks. Wet wool socks are not fun.
I would sleep like a baby like that. I don't camp comfortably at all.
Yeah, it's fun. It was fun. I don't think my body could handle it anymore.
Yeah. Hey, sleeping on the hard ground as a 50-something guy or whatever you are. Different.
I'm 35.
Different than, yeah. Speaking of 50-year-old guys, let's finish off. Rob, take us home.
I sent producer Sony a picture of me when I was younger, probably about like 10 years old. So my love for hockey began at a very, very young age, and I actually used to play hockey and used to ice skate quite a bit. And now I live in a place where, ice doesn't actually exist unless you're indoors. So, yeah, whenever producer Sony puts it up, but it's just me, kind of looking thuggish a little bit. I don't know, but
amazing
with my skates and coming back from the rink. This is in Brooklyn, and this is I could trace back to the time where love for hockey began. So yeah, that's kind of weird. And look, I have no beard. Now that's the weird part for me.
Yeah. Look at those cars too. They're all.
Look at the cars. Look at my hat. Yeah. Like, man,
the tone of the sepia tone of the picture.
It's perfect.
I know, it's great. It's great. You just don't get that anymore with the digital pictures,
No.
Were you on a team? Oh, I swear we had that van. I swear that
who did it? We didn't have the station wagon. Yeah.
Yeah, we had
totally Mighty Ducks vibes. Yeah, this is totally Mighty Ducks vibe. I think the movie's actually based on my life, to be honest. Yeah. But we don't know for sure.
Were you on an actual team?
Yeah, we are. I was. Yeah.
You get driven around doing tournaments.
It was like the little like Rangers or whatever the hell they were called. Yeah.
That's so good.
Do you remember your number?
25, which is just my
course.
birthday. Yeah.
You hockey guys, you always know your numbers.
Yeah. Yeah, I was surprisingly athletic-ish back then. I used to swim too. I was swimmer lifeguard certified, all that crap. Now I got a full-on dad gut. I'm proud of it.
Well, like
I
if
need to find
there's
that picture.
if there's one thing that is dawning on me with all these trips back in time, it's that it's not too late. Andrew, you could be in the Civil War and be sleeping in the dirt still. Stubbs, you could be the next Calvin of
Bill. I could be the next Bill Watterson.
yeah, the next Bill Watterson and Hobbs. And Rob, you could be a hockey guy, a hockey star. It's not too late.
Never too late.
Yeah,
I could have been
your
huge in Canada.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't take much here, apparently. Yeah, and I could be a computer guy, a computer programmer that makes computer games or whatever, and makes people happy with the stuff that I make on the computer.
You can make Mark Stephenson 6744 happy.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for showing my merch store on the screen. That's much appreciated. My favorite thing in there is the desk mat, but the handheld stickers are pretty great too. My favorite handhelds all have a handheld sticker. Yeah.
That's so good, man. Do you want me to finish to do the closing, or do you want to take us out?
Yeah, probably better that you do it because you've done it so many times, and I don't want to mess up important stuff. I'll take notes though. This is we're gonna need to make sure that I remember this stuff, and I don't want to have to watch the episode again to remember that. So I'll just write down the stuff you go through. And
I'll get the PowerPoint ready for you for next time. I'm also sad though that I didn't share. One of them was going to be like a hidden retro gem. I just wanted to say real quick, shout out to Warriors of the Lost Empire, favorite PSP game. Played this rocking around the country on a road trip, and so good. It's like a Diablo clone. Yeah.
There's like 7 other topics that we didn't even get to. There's
I
so
know.
many good
I
ones.
know, and they were good.
Yeah.
They were really good ones too.
Yeah.
We'll have to do a round 2 of this.
Let's
let's do
enjoy
it.
this.
Let's not wait so long to have one of our favorite Canadians on. You are our 6th or 7th Canadian in a row. We've only done Canadian guests this season so
all
far.
Canadians.
Yeah,
And the
I
next
think
one's Joey. So
that's like most of Canada that you've had on.
I think all the Canadian retro content creators after, Joey will be the next, and I think we've hit most of them.
We should try to get Kim since
No, she's not Canadian.
I know, but you always think she is, so we might as well just.
She has the accent.
She does have a Canadian kind of vibe to her.
It always tricks me. Yeah, I'm like,
she'd
you're in
fit in
Canada.
very
No.
well here. I feel like Kim would be my neighbor very easily.
I love her.
I can ask one of my snowbird neighbors if they want to be on the podcast. We can continue the tour that way.
Yeah. Or you guys could all come up here and do the show from my dork den. We got a pull-out couch you guys can share.
Stay awesome. Retro Fun Tech.
Yeah, Stubbs and I are used to sharing the
We are.
beds.
We'll stay there. It's always nice seeing your mom again too. After the falling out, and I know there's a lot of stuff. And we had to go through the lawyers, blah 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 blah. But her and I are on good terms again. So
Yeah, she talks about you all the time.
I know. I think about her too. So it was
Every
special.
now and then she says good things too. So
Oh yeah, I know it's not all bad. There's shades of gray with people. You know how it is.
yeah,
Although you're more shades of orange and black, which I appreciate.
yeah.
Okay, everybody. Well, it's been a good one. This has been awesome having a new host of the RH podcast. You'll see him hosting from now on. He is the dweeb of the what's he good one go
I'm done
guest.
writing down what you're saying. You say
okay.
it's been a good one.
Okay.
and then,
Okay.
you're
Sorry.
talking
It's been
about
a
the guest.
Good.
I'm
Talk
taking
about the
notes here.
guest. Find him at TechDweeb on YouTube and go to the merch
Socials.
store. And you want to definitely check out Rob the Retro Tech Dad and even us. We're what are we called? Retro Handhelds. That's what we do around here. That's right. Okay, Sony. All right, I gotcha. Look, we're getting out of here now. Okay, so how do we do this? Okay, then you play the music. You play the outro music, Dweeb. So you
Okay.
got to do this.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, set it to about volume 18. You don't want to overwhelm, but you want to let people know, hey, we're walking you off the stage now. Like us, the creators. Sony's walking us out of here.
Yeah, I can choose my own volume. That you don't need to tell me that.
I don't need to be a micromanager of your volume. I know. And then we say, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, subscribe for more, and we'll talk about more of your favorite retro handhelds on the next one. Click the like, all that good stuff. And then we say, and a thank you to all of our channel members, our patrons, and our subs who make everything possible for us here at Retro Handhelds. Perks with us start for as little as $3 USD a month. I don't know what that is in Canadian dollars. Maybe $4 or $5 bucks.
$500. It's so much.
$500. There's a loon, right? That's the name of a coin.
Yeah, or loony.
Join us in our Discord to chat and play games and check out Game of the Month. We got that coming up. So many exciting things. We got a new theme for April, which is games that have a color in the title of the game name. So Star Ocean Blue Sphere has been nominated officially. Go in and vote for Star Ocean Blue Sphere.
Just another month for
Come
Stubbs
on.
to not play.
Not this time, Robert.
Not like this.
I'm going to beat it. I'm going to do it. Just you wait and see. Check out our merch store as well. We got stickers, we got sweaters, we got hoodies, we got all that stuff. We got Zoo.
That's stern but fair.
You know that we love that. And then we say we go to the 4 layout here, and then I switch myself to the top, and then we say take care of your handhelds, everybody. And take care of each other too. That was an upside down PSP. We love you.
Bye,
I drew
everyone.
myself with muscles.
Yes.
I
Who's
stopped
gonna
paying
tell Sam he
attention.
doesn't have a job anymore?
I mean,
I'll tell him. I'm great at that task.
Bye, Ben.
Yeah.
We love
bye,
you.
Ben.
Bye, Ben.
It's been good.
Bye.
It's been good. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. We'll see you again on Monday for the podcast.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.